So over Valentine's weekend, I was able to go ahead and watch Captain America's New Brave World, and IGN did not like this movie. They gave this a smooth 5 out of 10. And I'm not gonna lie, it's low-key crazy the disrespect that they is giving this film. It's your boy Sage XP, and let's hop straight into it. So honestly, I thought this movie was pretty solid. And I didn't go into this expectation believing that this was gonna be the greatest movie of all time or the movie of the year. I went into it saying that it's gonna be a solid love film setting up the next universe, and I figured that that's how this was gonna go. Also, before we even get into it, there will be some spoilers, so definitely make sure that if you haven't seen it, save this in your playlist, but also hit that like button while you're down there. So just to do a brief description of this plot is that Harrison Ford has the scientist who's been working with the Gamma, and the Gamma he inserted into himself. The scientist didn't give him the same effect to create him as the Hulk, but it made him super smart. So Harrison started using him to help run the country, but in the meantime, he promised him his freedom, and he has had him locked up in this random location basement since that whole time. And essentially, this scientist has been coming up with this grand plan on feeding him the Gamma to create the brand new Hulk, which is inside of Harrison Ford. But there is a Celestial who has landed in the Indiana Ocean, and the countries are trying to create a treaty so they don't have to go into all-in war, but eventually that ends up happening. And Sam takes up this mantle, and he's being trained by the unforgotten Captain America, which is the first black Captain America, Isaiah Bradley, and to be the next Captain America, but realizes that he doesn't have the serum, so he feels kind of out of place and has a lot to live up to in regards to Steve Rogers, the guy who literally fought 2 alien invasions and was able to hold his own. So, and on top of that, Isaiah Bradley gets brainwashed from the scientist, and he's just making all these plays and just literally creates chaos, right? So that's kind of like the whole plot in a sense. Let's talk about the action. I think the action in the movie was really good. I did enjoy a lot of the fights in there, you feel me? There were some scenes where you could tell that they had to do some reshoots and everything, but it didn't like kill my vibe. And I ain't gonna lie, your boy was sipping on a couple Jackson Cokes here and there, but I enjoyed the movie like thoroughly all the way through. There was some good comic reliefs and everything with the new Falcon, and also Sam and Isaiah's connection. I really did enjoy it. It was like a father and son, best friend type situation. Like, I did enjoy that chemistry. I feel like it was like, it just came all together in my opinion. Like, I thought it was pretty solid. I'm trying to think of what else I want to say about the film. The scientist was random because in the article it says right here that Brave New World nakedly invokes 2014's The Winter Soldier with a mess of, don't laugh at me, I can't spell, with the mess of motives, double agents, brainwashing, and of course a secret military post with the villain's lair in the basement. So yeah, I do think that that was like super kind of random, and it's been so long since I seen Winter Soldier, but Winter Soldier was good. I think when I checked reviews on that, it got like a 7.7 out of 10. So, and I think this movie got a 6.1, but honestly I would have gave this like a 7 as well. I don't know, because I can't sit here and say I thought it was as good as The Winter Soldier. So maybe a 6 is the proper goal on that. I think I probably would give this a 6. Yeah, yep, probably a 6. I'm not gonna lie. Now, them introducing the Red Hulk was fire. I just love seeing the Hulk in movies because of how brutal and how chaotic it can be dealing with somebody like that. But seeing the Red Hulk in this Captain America fight was actually kind of nuts because he should not have been able to stand a chance against the Red Hulk. Yes, Sam is the new Captain America now, and he did get a couple upgrades. Like, I think his combat has gotten a lot better, I will say that. He does have more technology, and he also has vibranium wings now, which is cool. And yes, he has the shield, but again, this is an ordinary man, not Steve Rogers, who has the serum to make him who he is. And in the comics, I'm pretty sure that there is a version where the Falcon does become Captain America, but I do believe that originally it's supposed to be Bucky. And I can see in the movies how they tied it all together with him being brainwashed and everything, and Steve being more comfortable with giving it to Sam because Sam had been with him this entire time through everything that's been going on, all through Endgame and Infinity Wars, all that. Sam has been there and he has been on the right side of things, like literally has been Steve's right hand man. And it makes sense, but I do believe that Bucky being Captain America would have been super crazy. And then he also got a couple upgrades too. They gave him an arm from Wakanda. So you already know how strong that mug is from the last arm that he had. So yeah, man, there is a couple red flags in this movie. In the article, it does talk about like the political messages and stuff like that because Sam is working for the government now. But I kind of assumed that that would be the situation because they had talked about the Avengers were disbanded and it was time for them to reassemble because the scientists hinted that there was some huge problem that was finna pop up. So I can see how that kind of plays into a factor. And I expect it. Like, if there's no Avengers, what are the heroes gonna do? Especially someone like Captain America. Obviously, they're gonna work for the government. I'm not surprised off that. I'm not surprised at all. And I'm not surprised that there are probably some other heroes out there who don't even do the hero stuff no more. They probably out just chilling, living their life because the Avengers are no more. But I went into this movie not expecting the best, you feel me? But they definitely kind of delivered on the action. I thought that the humor was kind of on point, and that's why I'm saying I would probably give this a 6. You feel me? Because if they're giving the Winter Soldier a 7, like, let's just look it up. So the Brave New World, they're giving this a 6.1 out of 10, right? They're giving this a 6.1. We're just gonna do a 6. And on here, on the Winter Soldier, they gave that a 7, almost an 8. And I ain't gonna lie, Winter Soldier was good. It's been a minute since I've seen it. I might have to rewatch these movies. Civil War was good. I remember that because Spider-Man was in this one, I believe. Was he? I can't remember. Was Spider-Man in the Civil War? Yeah, he was. Yep, I do remember that. Yep, Spider-Man was in this one. Yep, I do remember that. Yeah, I just feel like they just hooked it up for Steve Rogers. They gave him the gold. I'm not gonna lie. And the first one was really good too. That was the alley-oop to all the other stuff that we had going on. So I don't know, man. I definitely think that I would probably give this a 6. And I didn't know that they had a TV show, The Falcon and the Winter Soldier. I'm gonna have to check that out and see what that's about. Because I never knew that was a thing. And they gave that a 7. So I might have to watch that and see how that goes. But yeah, man, comment down below, what do you guys think about the movie? You thought it was a 6 out of 10? Did you think it was a 0 out of 10? You let me know. And also, subscribe to the channel if you want to be caught up on all the hottest gaming news going on in the world, even though we're talking about a movie. Other than that, see ya.